Hi, I'm Robert Patrick, and I've played many roles over the years, and I'm going to tell you about some of them in a piece called Patrick Makes Perfect. Die Hard 2 was a huge moment in my career. It's the first time I ever got a studio movie. I get shot by, I believe, Mr. Willis, Bruce Willis himself. And they said, you know, cut. And I had done enough movies to know that you cannot really move until everybody's got photographs of you and everything. Well, I ended up laying there for about, I don't know, 3 hours. And at one point, Willis comes by, and I remember looking up at him, kind of out of the corner of my eye, and he looks down and he goes, "Hey, we gotta hurry up. I think this guy's actually getting rigor mortis over here." T-1000, obviously it gave me my career.
Are you the legal guardian of John Connor?
I had a huge wrought iron rod that I was taking into Arnold's back, and he had a prosthetic he was wearing, and I missed the mark I hit, and I hit him right in his real arm. And James Cameron yelled, "Cut!" And I see him looking back over his shoulder up at me. "Robert, that was my real arm." Looked at him and realized that we still had another fight scene to do, and payback was gonna be a bitch.
Baby.
Wayne's World was actually Lorne Michaels' idea, and Mike Myers was against it because he didn't get the joke. He was like, I don't get it. I went and saw the movie at the Man's Hollywood Chinese Theater the night it premiered with a real live audience.
This boy.
It got the biggest laugh. And I literally get a call, somehow it gets forwarded to me, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the conversation kind of went like this. "Robert, I saw what you did in the Wayne's World. I want you to recreate the role of the T-1000 in my film, Last Action Hero. You're working with Sharon Stone." And I said something like, "Well, how much what are you going to pay me, man? I mean, how much you going to pay me?" "Oh, you would be paid scale." So, Copland working with, the cast we worked with was phenomenal. His first scene with Jimmy Mangold, and here we are. We've got Harvey Keitel, Bobby De Niro, Arthur Nescarelli, and myself. I'm just petrified because it's my first day. I'm watching these guys and I go, "Oh my God." You know, Sylvester Stallone wanders in and goes, looks at me like, "What the f is up?" You know? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It was just an amazing acting class to sit there and watch, and I loved doing it. But that set me up for The Sopranos.
A little. Forget it. This game's not for you.
When I did that role, it did open up a lot of doors for me in Hollywood. It sort of changed the perspective, our perception of me. X-Files. Chris Carter offered me the chance to come in and fight for the role of John Doggett.
I appreciate all the help I can get.
Doggett, you're a good agent.
I got to work with David a few times, and there wasn't a lot of interest in me coming in and taking over that role, or filling in his shoes, so to speak. You know, geez, I haven't even done anything, and these people are already against it. So it was an interesting time. But we won them over, and we got 2 seasons out of it. Scorpion is a great show for me right now. I do a lot of the stunts on the show. I've done some fantastic stunts, the greatest stunts I've ever done. Gnarly stuff, Tom Cruise type stunts, you know what I mean? I did a fight scene with a stuntman, and we're doing the scene, and I'm throwing the punch, and I've got a shield, and I'm blocking, and I'm pushing him at the same time, and I hit my eye, and gave me a nice black eye, a nice shiner. Can you see it? Let me tell you about lore. Of all the things I've done, I've only done a few period pieces in my career, and I love period pieces, because one of the things I didn't really mention about the way I approach acting, acting to me is wardrobe, it's makeup, it's 90% of what I do.
We look through glass darkly, Isaac. For now.
I got to wear mutton chops. I'm looking at pictures, and I'm meeting with the wardrobe, and I remember I was going over to Western Costume, I'm wearing all this stuff, and I'm going, you know, I've done the whole beard thing, and you know, I don't like all that glue on my face. See if you can find any pictures of guys that just have mutton chops. I want to go with mutton chops. By God, we did. Catch Lore on Amazon, and catch Scorpion on CBS Monday nights.